Well, we bring you some more breaking news, and at the NATO Defence Ministers Summit in Brussels, the German Foreign Minister Boris Pistorius has said that NATO summit declaration should make clear that Russia is the greatest threat to NATO. This summit, of course, in the wake of the ongoing situation between Russia and Ukraine, where Western countries are, of course, looking for peace, but also at the ongoing security risk that the war poses to them. Moving on now, the US President Donald Trump has reinstated a controversial travel ban targeting nationals from 12 countries. Let's listen in to the US President's statement.
I am signing a new executive order placing travel restrictions on countries including Yemen, Somalia, Haiti, Libya, and numerous others. The strength of the restrictions we're applying depends on the severity of the threat posed. The list is subject to revision based on whether material improvements are made, and likewise new countries can be added as threats emerge around the world.
Well, the White House says the measure is meant to protect America from security threats, citing political instability and high visa overstay rates. The order, which goes into effect on Monday, June the 9th, bans travel from Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen. 7 more countries, including Cuba and Venezuela, face partial restrictions. Exemptions include lawful US residents, athletes, and certain persecuted minorities from the nations. The president says this action fulfills a campaign promise to tighten broader security and prevent what he calls unvetted danger from entering the country. Trump further explained his reasoning, stating the following.
The recent terror attack in Boulder, Colorado, has underscored the extreme dangers posed to our country by the entry of foreign nationals who are not properly vetted, as well as those who come here as temporary visitors and overstay their visas. We don't want them.
The order has triggered a wave of criticism both domestically and internationally. Somalia vowed to work with the US on security concerns, but reaffirmed its strong ties. Venezuela's Interior Minister warned that being in the United States is a great risk for anyone. At home, Democrats quickly condemned the order. Representative Pramila Jayapal called it a move that will only further isolate the US, while Congressman Don Beyer accused Trump of betraying American ideals. The order is expected to face immediate legal challenges. Staying on immigration, a significant immigration ruling. A US judge has ordered that hundreds of Venezuelans deported to El Salvador must be given the right to challenge their detention. The migrants were removed under the 1798 Alien Enemies Act, invoked by the Trump administration. Judge James Boasberg found that they were denied due process and gave the government 1 week to facilitate legal challenges. Meanwhile, in a related development, a Guatemalan man identified as OCG has been returned to the US after a federal judge found he was wrongly deported to Mexico, despite stating he feared persecution. He is now in ICE custody in Arizona. The case highlights broader concerns about due process for migrants under current deportation policies as the Supreme Court weighs in on government powers and migrants' rights. We stay in North America, and the United States has temporarily banned foreign nationals from enrolling at Harvard University and from entering the country. The move, signed by US President Donald Trump, suspends entry for 6 months, citing national security risks. The White House says Harvard has dangerous foreign ties, including to China, and has failed to report illegal student activities. The order also directs the State Department to review and possibly revoke visas of current students under these new restrictions. Harvard has fiercely condemned the order, calling it retaliatory and a violation of First Amendment rights. The university vows to continue defending its international students, who comprise around a quarter of its student body. This escalates a broader feud between Harvard and the Trump administration, which has threatened to strip the university's tax-exempt status and freeze billions in federal funding. Well, we stay in North America once again. Former US President Joe Biden addressed recent allegations concerning his health. During his presidency, Biden denounced the Trump administration's order to investigate an alleged conspiracy aimed at covering up his declining health, calling it a distraction. In a clear and firm statement, Biden emphasized his role and responsibility in making key decisions while in office. He stated, "Let me be clear, I made the decisions during my presidency. I made the decisions about the pardons, executive orders, legislation, and proclamations." Biden further dismissed any suggestions otherwise as both ridiculous and false, reinforcing that he alone was accountable for his presidential actions. This statement comes amid ongoing political tensions and scrutiny over his tenure. Well, we bring you some more breaking news, this time from the Middle East. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said that the bodies of two hostages, Judy Weinstein Haggai and Gad Haggai, have been retrieved from Gaza. This, of course, comes amid uncertainty over a potential hostage exchange deal that has been in the offing since the previous ceasefire proposal and deal came to a grinding halt after a second phase couldn't be agreed. Israeli sources believe that there are still over 50 hostages, dead and alive, being held by Hamas. And this breaking news of two hostages, the bodies of two hostages being retrieved, of course, is a bittersweet moment for those in Israel. We will continue to bring you updates from this developing breaking news as we get it. But for now, that is all we have time for. Make sure you